we've dug up our backyard and turned it into a vegetable garden. And so I would have to say that my favorite, I don't have an explicit favorite, and so my favorite dish would be anything that we've drawn from our garden and my wife and I have prepared and could share with our friends and family.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Our Exchange Portland is a group of people from our local community that have banded together, actually over 1,000 people now. And we each are willing to provide services or expertise in exchange for hours. So I would, for example, I would provide an hour of physical therapy treatment and record in my account that I had provided the service for an hour to another member. And then later, I could give that hour to some other member to get some need of mine met. There's an online system.
Okay.
And every time I provide a service, either the receiver or the recorder can go in and record, the service they received or provided. There's a whole list of services that are local to the exchange. Those are unique to each exchange. We went sailing on the J&E Riggin one summer in Penobscot Bay for a week. It's a 52-foot, I think it's 52-foot, two-masted schooner that sails Penobscot Bay. We've had stuff hauled to the dump. We've had stuff brought home from the store, a load of lumber, couldn't fit in the car. We've had help with landscaping around our home. I've, gotten body work, massage therapy, and health care for my wife and for myself with time dollars. I provide health care. I'm a physical therapist and I provide physical therapy services to members that are uninsured or underinsured. All of our hours are equal.
Ah.
We all do what we do because that's what we love to do, and we all have the same amount of time on the earth. We're all going to get about 80 years, give or take, whatever. And so that's the time that we have to give. And so my hour and your hour, they're equal. It doesn't really matter what we do. There's a massive wealth in our community that's untapped. People that are unemployed, people that are retired, people that just have spare time but have unique skills that are undervalued or underused. All of those skills become available and valued in this kind of community. There's a join process. There's a release form to sign. The exchange collects demographics. They're able to use some of that information anonymously. They can report on the populations that they're serving to qualify for some kinds of grant funding. It might be delivering transportation services to the elderly, getting people to medical appointments or that kind of thing. Healthcare, transportation. The United States is the only industrialized nation on the planet that still does not take care of its own people from the cradle to the grave. Healthcare is a for-profit business. Healthcare premiums are diverted to shareholders instead of to providing healthcare. That whole system is extremely broken and will remain broken until we make it a for-profit, non-profit system. That doesn't mean that people don't be paid for what they're doing. But anyway, the net result of that is it pushes the demand for healthcare back upon us as a people. Every provider that I know provides free healthcare services to people at some level. PTOT.
What's PTOT?
Physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy services, massage therapy, naturopathic, homeopathic care, osteopathic care, you know, mainstream Western medical care, you know, through True North. True North has been an organizational member of Our Exchange Portland. Word of mouth would be the principal way of spreading, and then local news, radio, television, magazines, that kind of thing. It would have to be the relationships that I've formed with new members. You know, call someone over to, you know, help, and then the next thing you know, we're buddies. Building community. Yeah. Our Exchange Portland is a member community in a larger umbrella network that's called Hour World with an H, hourworld.org. I think there's almost 200 communities in Hour World now and almost 21,000 members.